Hi everyone, my name is Bridgette McDermott.
And I'm Father Joe Carey, and we want to welcome you to the Cup
Cup
of
of Joe.
Joe. Well, Bridget, it's another week of being at a distance.
That's
And
for sure. We've gotten used to it by now.
right, yeah, this is about week 6 or so, or 7. I don't know.
The
But
days kind of blend together.
right. But both of you and I both teach the Morrow first year class for freshmen, and they're for their final they have to do a capstone project in which they write about several things. But one of the things we're asking them to write about is how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected their lives, or what has changed in their lives because of it. And I think that's a good question for all of us to be thinking about uh, actually every day and as often as we can. So how would you respond to that?
It's a great question. I think I've been,
Or you could say what some of your students have said to you if they've talked about it yet.
yeah, no, I think it's been something I've been reflecting on a lot, particularly in relation to the course. And I think the theme that kind of came up in my conversation in class, and something that I think is relevant to my life too, is just how easy before all of this it was to just kind of take for granted the daily parts of our lives, right? I think about so often, working in the office and, people are coming in and out, and how much I miss just like those little conversations, those little interactions. I think for me, I've been really missing opportunities to be with my family in person. And I never really thought there would be a situation where I couldn't just get on a plane and get home to New York. And so how much I appreciate still being connected to my family through Zoom. We had a Zoom call the other night to celebrate my mom's birthday. So I think this time has really just taught me to slow down and try to be more present in every situation. I think I'm such a planner and I love to think ahead to the future and what's coming next. But I hope when life returns to a more normal state that I can just really remind myself, no, press pause, be present in where you're at, and appreciate all the daily things that happen. And I think that'll be a huge takeaway and lesson for me from this time. But what has been on your mind, Father Joe, or what came up in your class?
Well, it came up the same idea about appreciating Notre Dame, appreciating what we have every day. And I think that that's something, uh, we want to think about how we can show that appreciation. And kind of a loss that I've seen happening is the loss of having mass as we used to have it, with so that people can watch it on Zoom or something. But I appreciate the mass so much more, and when I go to it, fortunately we can have it every day, our community. And I take a lot of the people that I know with me, not physically, but in spirit. I think of you and your family and John, and uh, these make the celebration of the Mass um, really the body of Christ. It includes all of us. So I think that that's a really big thing. Um, and how often we thought, well, uh, I don't like that person saying the Mass, or think about something, and it's not that anymore. It's each of us has we have a responsibility to bring the people we love with us to Mass, and that's makes it so special.
I
And
really
so
love that.
that's been a big thing for me. It's strange, I'll tell you, to be presiding in the Basilica at a Mass with no one there, but also when our community's there, we're all spread out. There's
Mhm.
all over the place. We're keeping our social distance, and but that's what I miss and appreciate more. And I think that I don't know if we'll ever go back to normal. I think we're developing a new normal,
Yeah,
and that involves a lot of love of one another.
that's
So
beautifully put.
so I hope that we can all look at the ways this has affected us, not just looking at the negatives, but what are the positives that are coming out of it. And so that's what we want to share today. So we just want everyone to know
We
we
love
love you.
you. Bye.
Bye.